You must always be informed. You must be able to captivate your audience. And in doing that, you don't have to fake it. You have to be real. So if I'm telling my listeners something, or I'm trying to captivate my listeners, I don't have to be somebody else. I think that's it for me.
Welcome to the show. My name's Tony Doe. Let's meet my guest.
My name is Agbai Amarachi Favour, also known as FayfayTalks, aka Vibe Goddess, aka the Virgin. I know, right? So I'm an OAP, a radio presenter at Pidgin Radio, 94.5 Vibes FM Lagos, a podcast host. I have a podcast with Pulse Nigeria, Women Talk Sex. So if you ever listen to that podcast, I may be the virgin for that place. So just so you know, for real, a real virgin. So, I'm also a red carpet host and voiceover artist and a host of others, basically media, anything media. That's what I do.
Why radio?
Why radio? I never wanted to do radio. I never wanted to do radio. TV was my first love. I even had a journal, like a book, where I would write all the radio, all the shows. Okay, Silverbed today, we are watching these. Nickelodeon by 6 p.m., MTV Base, like all the shows back to back. And the time I had this great love for TV. But as TV no con, radio came, and I felt like God wanted me to do radio. So I did my radio thing, and it's working for me. So yeah.
How about mentors? Were you influenced by anybody?
The truth is, I never really had one when I was going into radio. I listened to people on radio. K Baba, I think that was my one of my favorite. K Baba, the Love Doctor, on Wazobia FM. Then that year, I always listened to him midnight around 11, 12, down to like the next morning. I had my favorite shows on radio, but I never went into radio like, okay, I want to be like this person. Oh, they're my mentors. They're this, they're that. I just wanted to create a niche for myself. I just wanted to be different. Imagine a young girl like me, a Gen Z for that matter. I can't radio, can't speak Pidgin. Today, people still ask me, why? Like, you don't even look it. Why? Why Pidgin? Like, I just wanted to be different. I just wanted to be me. Like, no offense. So I know they try to talk to other people are great, okay? But I just wanted to be different. I don't think anybody has ever told me you sound like this person on radio. I've never experienced that. So I think that's the goal.
From your perspective, what makes a good radio presenter?
What makes a good radio presenter? A good radio presenter, for me, you must always be informed. Okay? You must always be informed. You must be able to captivate your audience. And in doing that, you don't have to fake it. You have to be real. So if I'm telling my listeners something, or I'm trying to captivate my listeners, I don't have to be somebody else. I think that's it for me. Like, me in my real self, being able to captivate my audience with my personality and everything, not having to change anything. Understand? At the same time, I communicate well, I am informed, and all of that. So I think that's it. Maybe I've probably forgotten some right now because I'm on a hot seat right now. So I think that's it. You know, you're informed, you're learning and stuff like that.
How do you get into your creative mode? What's your show prep like?
My approach to show prep, I take it seriously. It's very important for me. There are days where I don't sleep throughout the night. 12 midnight, I'm researching. I have materials on my phone. I have books where I write things. You understand? Ideas come and all of that. So I take those things seriously. My show prep, very, very important. I must not be talking nonsense on air. I mustn't sound like I'm daft or dumb. You get me? So I remember there was one day, like, I was up till 6 for real. And maybe I was done. Woke up, I stood up, had my bath and everything prepared, and I went straight to work because I was going to work very early that day. I did not even sleep. So I take it seriously. So sometimes I spend hours, sometimes I would have gotten an idea of what I want. I just put them like tip, like highlight them. Then I now build on that. So that won't take less hours. So but I take my show prep very, very serious. Like very, very serious. Anything could actually inspire me to talk about something.
What are the challenges women face being in the media, especially on radio?
Plenty. Hmm. You see, I'll give you an example from my own perspective. Recently, I cried. And why was I crying? I cried because I got to realize that a lot of people were living my lives. Note, male. I got to realize that, now I got to realize this is the reason. Then ask me out. And I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in a relationship, and stuff like that. Then they stop talking to me, they ghost me because I refuse to date them, or because I refuse to do friends with benefit. I cried and I felt like I have, in quotes, people that, okay, we can partner with, we can work with, and we can do business with, we can, do things together, creatives. But because I refuse to date this person or do this, or how many people do I want to date in the industry? That's what I want to ask. How many do you want to date? I don't understand. It's a national cake. So I think that's one. So, I get to realize that here, people will always be people. Okay, you can't change it. I just have to tell myself, you're not the problem. They are the problem. So just keep doing your thing, and they don't matter, basically. Yeah, I think that's it.
How can this change? How can this issue be resolved?
Let's see, we want change, then go change. But I think there needs to be a sort of reorientation, but not for people we really want them. Like, everyone should be given a chance. Because you are a gatekeeper, not mean say you hold the key forever. Okay? Everyone should be given a chance. Don't say because she's female or you are a place of power that you think you can do whatever you want to do. Like, they should begin to see life from a different perspective. I don't really have an idea of what should be done, because whether you do orientation, you put some things on social media and you're like saying no to this, saying no to this. All of them, those people that then go follow, join, do the challenge or do whatever stuff. But at the back, they will still do what they want to do. Do you get? So it's left to them. Basically, these gatekeepers, we're also gatekeepers here, but at the same time, there are some people that are just, probably gatekeepers from here.
As a podcaster, what do you think about podcasting in Nigeria?
Podcasting in Nigeria has really grown, for real. Like, I don't think maybe 10 years before, maybe people never saw this coming. Podcasting has grown. Podcasting has given people opportunity, people that really want to go into radio but never had the opportunity or were never given the chance. Podcasting don't make them easy. These days I look at young people podcast here and there and I'm like, oh, I'm impressed. Like, it's really cool. It's a great thing to do. Like, podcasting has grown. The industry is really growing. And thanks to you, Mr. Tony, like, you're making it easier, like you're giving insight, even on your social media. I see all of those things and I'm like, yeah, this is good. You're like one of the top ones that are moving the podcast industry. Will I put it that way forward? Yeah, great one for that.
Thank you. Much appreciated. So do you listen to Nigerian podcasts, and do you have any favorites?
I listen to podcasts. I have my favorite. I listen to I Said What I Said. I listen to mine. Yes, Women Talk Sex. You could go check it out. I listen to Steve Harvey. Oh, God, that man. Yes, Joel, Austin, and the rest of them like that. I listen to a lot of them like that. I love the podcast. Yep.
You've mentioned it earlier, right? You mentioned it earlier where you said podcasting offers talents who want to come into radio an opportunity to express themselves. Do you think from the podcast pool itself, you can actually get great radio talent?
Great talent can come from the podcasting pool. I said something earlier that a lot of people that are in podcasting, probably not a lot of people, but some people that are in podcasting sectors right now wanted to do radio. Same way you see some people that are doing skits these days, they probably wanted to be in Nollywood, but were never given the chance. I remember one time where they ran say sex for roles and stuff like that. So probably they weren't given the chance, or they looked like they don't fit, they don't look the part. You understand? Same way, some people were never given the chance in radio. So podcasting came and they are really doing great. So definitely great talent. Radio talents can come from podcasting pool. Trust me, it can. It's possible. It will, Seth.
Have you had a favorite guest on radio yet?
Favorite guest? I don't have a favorite guest though, because every person that comes to my show or Room Matters, every one of them They did not come by mistake. I wanted them to come. Okay, I had a reason. I had a purpose for that. They were selected. It's not just everybody. It's not just because they are public figures. No. Well, I think one person that that I don't want to say he's the favorite, but it's Sound Sultan of blessed memory. Sound Sultan was one of the guests that said something that I still hold on to till today. I would say that was an advice. I asked him this question out of curiosity. Yeah. Apart from the normal interview questions, and he gave me this answer that I've held on to. He gave me an illustration, and as he was saying it, it was in my head. Like till date, I can still, like I had to picture it, like put it like a picture in my head, and till date, I'm living with it. So I think, let me just say, Sound Sultan of blessed memory, may he so rest in peace. To be Sound Sultan.
Any particular guest that has gotten on your nerves? Maybe like your worst interview on radio?
I don't have a worst guest. Nah, no worst guest on my show. No one is crap on my show. Like, they did great. Like, I'm talking about great talent. Having somebody like Vector and the rest of them, like, these guys are great. Like, they are sound up there. No worst guest for me, for real. No worst guest.
Let's talk about fan reactions to what you do. Have you had a favorite fan experience yet?
Favorite fan experience? I don't get any favorite. Every fan experience makes sense. I'll never forget where I walked in and somebody was like, Virgin! I was like, yo! You know what? I looked up. I was like, yeah, that's me. And everybody was like, Virgin. So I don't see it as embarrassing. So I've had a wonderful experience where someone saw me at Lagos and I was like, why didn't you call me? You have to come and put it under my comment section. I was like, oh, okay. Next time when you see me, call me or stuff like that. I've had great one, like not embarrassing one.
So basically, no worst fan experience.
None that I can think of right now. None that I can think of. None that I can think of right now.
It is my experience that music radio presenters are also great fans of songs. I mean, how else would you be working on music radio platforms? So, whose music are you listening to right now?
Okay, let's go to the gospel music first. Tasha Cobbs. I love that woman so much. She knows how to lift my spirit with her voice. Woo! Tasha Cobbs for the win. Number one, nobody else. Tasha Cobbs. What's his name again? I must not forget his name. Forgotten his name. Why? But yeah, Tasha Cobbs. I think Simi. I have a lot of them, Whiskey and the rest of them. So yeah, they have a way of motivating me. I have people that different songs for different mood and different artists, but the top 5 on my list will have to be any song from Tasha Cobbs. Then I think CK Emiliana. Yeah, CK has been a great artist. CK, Keith Daniel. Who else? Whiskey has a way of speaking to my soul.
What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal? I just love jonko. I like fried yam, fried potato, fried plantain, egg. What else? Egg and a lot of other things like that. I just want to eat good food. But I can stay home without eating swallow. So yeah.
Favorite drink?
My favorite drink has to be Lucozade Boost. I even took it this evening. Lucozade Boost, not spot. Lucozade Boost. I can take that one at any day, anytime. I may not even have the strength to take fizzy drinks, like, the Fanta and the Coca-Cola company and all that. But you see that Lucozade Boost any time of the day, as long as it's chilled. Yeah, get me lit on that.
What's that impossible dream you dare to dream regardless of what anybody else thinks?
One dream I always had. Yeah. I've always wanted to work in a digital space, digital radio, which I am currently working on. And I want to be that number one. I've always wanted to be, or I will be that number one. When you talk about digital radio OAP, let me be the first person that will be called. That's like one big brand, worldwide, that will take the Pidgin culture to another level, take the digital radio in Nigeria that is not so valued. Do you understand that? Or so giving so much importance. I think that's one of, I can't say everything here, but I see that coming to pass. See, it was looking as if it's not possible. But recently I was nominated as one of the 21 OAPs for 2021. Yeah, 2021 to Revolution. And guess what? I am the only digital radio OAP on that list. So I don't think anything is impossible. As long as you're ready to put in the work, you're ready to work on that. I'll do more great things, okay? So I'll do more. But I don't think anything is impossible. So yeah, I dare to dream it, and I know it will come to pass.
What would FayfayTalks' legacy be?
Legacy. See, I want everyone that comes across me to be happy. That's why even on my worst days, even days where I feel like I can't go on, I can't move on, days where I've felt suicidal, where I've almost killed myself, I don't bring out my pain out. I go through them alone. Some will say it's not good, and all of that. But I've always been like this all my life. I've always been like this. So I want everyone that comes across me to be like, Faye, she made me happy in one way or the other. It could be my words, it could be action, it could be giving you one thing or the other, it could be motivating you. And I just want that good vibes. I want that Faye that you always call on when you are not feeling okay. That Faye that go to when you come on my page, you always smile, you're happy, you catch throughs. That Faye that always speaks to your soul, even on radio, even in real life. No faking, so realness. Faye that helped a lot of people achieve their dreams in different sectors, that touch lives in every way, everything like that. Like, I want to do a lot of great things that I can't even say here, but I just want to remember for something good. I want my footprint to be left in the sands of time, that I will not just inspire people of my generation, people older, but I will also inspire people that will come after I'm gone, like when I'm far, far, far. My legacy alone will also impact them. So, yeah.
I guess there's been OAP, podcaster, multimedia personality, FayfayTalks. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
The Tony Doe Podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast, do me a favor and tell somebody about it. Let them check it out as well. Also, if you'd like to support, the links are in the show notes on how you can do that. Thank you for listening.